Welcome back, guys. We have a really exciting video for you today with the greatest financial revolution in human history about to occur in the next few months. We decided it would be a great idea to rank the top 50 cryptos. JC, thanks for joining us, man.
You know it.
So this is going to be a fun one because these are really controversial. People get real hyped about these tier lists. So
we're going to make some people mad with this one, I think.
Oh yeah, people are not going to be happy,
and that's okay.
We are doing a different spin on this, guys. We are going to be ranking them by our the stability of the project, a lot of different factors. This is an educated tier list. We're not just going to be throwing things in random categories. We did a lot of research on these projects, so let us know how we did.
Yep. And if you hate us and you think we're the dumbest people on the planet, yep, put that in the comments too. We definitely want to hear it. If you've got now, this is top 50 by market cap, except we left out a few of the random stable coins, and we might have thrown in one or two that are just outside the top 50 just to make up for that. But there are some stable coins in here, so don't worry about that. We're just going to throw them up. If you disagree with something, if you disagree about a particular coin, please let us know what coin and why it should be up or down, because we don't know everything about all these coins, but we'll do our best.
Yeah, and this is opinion-based, guys, but again, we've done quite a bit of research on this, so we think most of these picks are going to be pretty accurate, and a lot of these projects in the S, A, and B tier categories are ones that you guys are going to definitely want to be looking at for this next cycle.
Yeah, and I think S, A, and B will not be controversial, except you may think something needs to move up one layer or another. But I think those are all going to be good. You might be surprised at some of our C, D, and F calls. We may not agree on them. We'll see. But with that being said, let's get this started. And I'm gonna have the list here of coin market cap by the market cap. We will go in order, and we'll throw them up there. So obviously, number one, top market cap in the entire world is going to be Bitcoin.
Obviously F.
I mean, it's a failure. It's going to zero. It's the worst thing ever.
So if they haven't clicked out the video yet, obviously Bitcoin S tier, guys. It is the tried and true blockchain. It's been around the longest, has the highest market cap. Bitcoin is the granddaddy of all crypto.
Yep.
So obviously S tier.
And
nothing controversial there.
Nope, not at all. Quickly moving through this, let's go to ETH. ETH has to stay in the S, I think. It's going to be, until it fails, it's got to stay S.
Exactly. There's a lot of issues people talk about with ETH, like, gas fees and stuff. But if you guys have been paying attention to the markets over the past few days, ETH has seen some movement. ETH is seeing a lot of adoption. There is so much that goes on ETH. We couldn't put it in A tier. It's got to stay in S.
No, and they've made the changes. I mean, everybody remembers last cycle when gas fees were hundreds or thousands of dollars. Now gas fees, you're mad if gas fees are $6. So
exactly,
they're doing the right things. XRP's number 3 on market cap. I've got to put that in S tier. That's my favorite project.
I'm not going to disagree with that, Jason.
I will fight you. Like I will leave the stream if you put that on A.
Maybe 6 months ago I would have put in maybe A, but there's just been so much bullish news with XRP. I mean, it's not a lot to talk about, guys. We talk a lot about XRP.
I understand if you don't like any of these. If you're a Bitcoin maxi, you think ETH and XRP are garbage coins, and that's fine.
Totally understand.
We got Tether on there.
Yeah. We got ETFs coming. We got big financial backing. I mean, XRP is going to be reshaping the financial system.
Yeah.
So.
Or it'll fail, and that's okay too. Tether is number 4 by market cap. We do have it, but it's a stable coin. It's the biggest stable coin, so I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Weird to see. I don't know, because I don't really like stable coins. I mean, I know it's a top project. It should probably belongs in B. I would say.
I mean, really, stable coins, if they are successful, they will serve a purpose in the crypto ecosystem. So yeah, whatever. I don't care where it goes. In my opinion, they shouldn't even be on the crypto list. But whatever.
They shouldn't even be on the list, but that's fine.
Because they're not. Anyway, Binance BNB number 5.
See, this one's hard. This one I gotta put an A.
I'll give you A just because CZ he gives me the sketch vibe, but the project has been around a long time and has been super successful. So
these are hard, guys. Some of these are going to be difficult, but because they all have their positives and their negatives. So, but I would agree. I think BNB, just because of how large of a market cap and how long it's been around in the crypto industry, it definitely deserves it.
And I think the Binance Smart Chain, what's their exchange? I think that's still the largest exchange, the largest centralized exchange. So,
yeah.
Number 6, obviously, this has got to go somewhere obvious. Solana. Love it or hate it, FTX be damned. I think Solana is one of the chosen ones. I hate that it's one of the chosen ones, but I think it's got to be S. What do you think?
Think it's going to be S. I'm thinking A, just because a lot of the stuff that goes on Solana is kind of meme related, but I do agree Solana's got major adoption. Solana's one of the things where like people that don't even really understand crypto know about Solana and they use it to do meme coin trading. I think I'd be okay with putting it.
I could go to the A if I mean Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX just ruined Solana for me.
I do understand.
We can say yes, that's fine. USDC, do we even put that up there? I hope not. USDC, the second.
I'll put it next to Tether. I mean, US dollar.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, Circle has had an IPO. They're going to be good. It'll be successful. Great. Yep. Tron. This is surprising me because some of these. This is number 8, and I'm like, what is Tron?
Ooh, see, this is one that like I've heard a lot about, but I just never really see it doing very much. Like it's not an exciting project to me. I mean, I know it's high market cap, but like,
yeah,
none of the exciting stuff that's happened.
It's been around since what, 2017, I think. I mean, it's been around for a minute. 2017. I want to
put it in C, but
it's a Dex play. It is an Ethereum, I guess. I don't know if you can call it a layer 2. See, fine. If you disagree with Tron, if you're a Tron maxi, let us know why it should be higher.
Yeah, if you're pissed about our C pick for Tron, let us know. It's just that not exciting enough for us.
Doge. I'm gonna piss some people off with Doge. D.
Oof.
It's a meme. It's a meme with no utility.
We talked about this before the show.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Where we put these meme coins. I wanted to put it a little bit higher just because it's got the association with Elon Musk. But at the end of the day, guys, it's a meme coin. I mean, this is one of the most established meme coins ever. So, I mean, I do think it belongs in C. Some people are thinking Doge needs to be in A tier. I get it.
I will grudgingly give you C.
You'll be grudgingly
just because someone in the future, particularly someone who likes to send rockets to space, might accept Dogecoin as a payment. So, okay. Other than that, I think
can we just skip a little bit? I am going to put Shiba in D. I think Shiba belongs in D.
Yeah, Shiba, I will give this to Shiba. They capitalized on the fact that Elon Musk loved Doge and has a Shiba Inu dog to make a meme coin.
Yeah,
that is.
Guys, really
it's on down the list here. I think it's in the top. It's 22, but we'll go ahead and move it since it's right there. But I mean, seriously, a meme of a meme is ranked 22 by market cap. So
in the supply, it's so large. Like it's ridiculously large.
Let me scroll
people
down.
People are like, oh, Shiba Inu to $1.
The token price is 4 zeros before you get to a number. So. Yeah. Anyway.
So memes, don't like the memes, guys. Sorry.
What do we got? Doge, Cardano. Where are you gonna put that?
I personally think Cardano belongs in A. It's done a lot. It's a little boring, I think, but it's established itself, and what it's doing is huge. And some people would agree that maybe it belongs in S tier. But I think it goes in A. What do you think?
I'm good with A. I think Cardano definitely.
Even though JC hates Cardano.
I don't hate Cardano. I hate that my dad got Cardano at 2 cents and didn't tell me about it.
2 cents, guys.
2 cents. But Cardano's been kind of stagnant the last 4 years. So that's I agree. It hasn't popped enough to be an S for me.
Totally understand. What do we got for number 11?
Chainlink, number 11.
Ooh. See, this one is another boring one, right?
Until the last 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, Chainlink's become like a meme at this point where people are just like, oh, it doesn't do anything. But honestly, just the names behind it, how established it is. If you guys don't know, it's one of the biggest oracles. So it's allowing all these things to connect to blockchain.
It's one of the first oracles that came out. It's been around the longest. It has been working with multiple projects. Just recently announced multiple partnerships, I think, with Cardano and XRP, for example. Is the lack of hype, does that keep it an A, or do you put it up in S for long-term utility and viability? What do you think?
I think I'm going to put, because again, this is a combination of not only, how established the projects are, how the longevity of the projects, but also, what we think is going to happen with price action as well. So I do think that Chainlink is probably a good A tier project. There's a lot of money in it already. I don't think there's a ton of, it's going to move just like everything else. But, I just don't think it's going to be as exciting.
Fair. All right, number 12, one I just learned about as we were researching this video. Hyperliquid. That's that little green blob right there. I didn't even know what it was. So here's
we had to do some of our own research on these too, because a lot of these we were like, what even is that?
So, it's a layer 1, got no gas fees, which is a good thing. One of the unique things that I actually thought was a good thing, their order book, where you buy and sell, is entirely on chain, not off chain like most projects. But I don't know, just because it's so new, and we're not sure, I'm gonna say C. It's above a meme coin.
I think that's fair. I think putting it above Sheeb is fair, and along with Tron as well.
It's got potential, but I think it's just too new to have a higher ranking.
It's not established yet.
If you are a hyper,
you're hyped for hype.
If you hype the hype, let us know why it's better than a C tier. Because honestly, it just reading about it didn't get me hyped. Number 13, Stellar Lumens moving up a little bit.
Ooh,
XLM.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So this, guys, it's not as exciting as XRP to me, to be honest, or even something like Solana, but it does have a lot of potential, and it is right up there with all the ISO 20022 tokens.
That's true. It is ISO 20022.
Yeah. So I'm thinking A, because it's kind of essentially doing the same thing as XRP, but for individuals, but also it might not have a ton of.
It's a low A, high B. Like, I would give it a B plus. We just don't have that ranking.
Yeah, we'll put it in A.
We'll be generous. If you're an XLM lover, there you go. That's for you. Then we've got that's a stable coin. We got SWI at number 15.
Ooh,
this is polarizing. Is it?
So honestly, guys, SWI is new. So I don't think it belongs in S tier. It reminds me a lot of Solana in the early days, to be totally honest, though. It's got a gaming console coming out. It's got super low fees, really fast transactions. Yeah, there's a lot of potential.
The gaming console is unique. So, yeah, I know there's some big names out there that are really bullish on SWI and think it could even outperform Solana as far as how much it's going to grow. Not in total market cap, but just in the multiplier for your money. I like B. I think
B is okay for now. It's still got a lot to prove, but it could easily go to A.
If it had a great bull run, yeah, I agree. That's exactly right. I think I'm 100% in agreement with that.
Bullish on the new gaming console from SWI. When it comes out, we will be reviewing it on the channel. Absolutely.
Definitely. 16. An oldie but a goldie. Bitcoin Cash.
Oh God, F tier.
Like what? Why is Bitcoin Cash still around? If you don't know, if you're new to this space, Bitcoin Cash was a hard fork of the Bitcoin token back in, gosh.
It has not done well.
2016, 2017? Is that when they forked Bitcoin? That and Bitcoin Gold, they had 2 forks in a row?
Yeah. Guys, I don't really like the forks. Bitcoin's the OG. It's tried and true. I think Bitcoin Cash is going to fizzle out in the next few years. Honestly, it's just not.
I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Good luck, Bitcoin Cash.
It's slow. I don't know. Don't like it. F tier.
Just don't care. Avalanche is 17. AVAX making some moves recently. What do you think? It's a
You know what? I was thinking about this before we went on, and I was gonna put it in B or even C, but there's a lot of gaming stuff going on AVAX, and you got people like Alex Becker and
aren't they
Elio
moving off of
involved.
AVAX though? Like I've seen a lot of projects moving off of AVAX.
Yeah, there's some people have been moving from AVAX to Gala, but there's a lot of ecosystems still on Avalanche. So I think putting it in B right next to Sui.
Okay, I would go B or C. I'll give you a B. I think it's like a C plus B minus, so that's fine.
Ooh,
B is fine.
Controversial take. He wants to put it down by Doge. No, I could see that though, but I don't know.
We'll see. I think it's got potential.
At least you guys know that we don't always agree on all these picks.
I know where this next one's going.
Hate one or the other in the chat below, whenever
Number 18, H bar.
H bar, guys.
What's above S?
Dude, what is above S? Right, guys. Obviously, we're gonna put H bar in S tier. It's right up there with XRP, rebuilding the financial system, doing a lot of stuff with real world assets. The governing council.
The governing council for me is the reason it's an S and not an A.
Absolutely. Just the names behind it. It's doing huge things. It's not even a blockchain. It's a hash graph, which is a little bit different. The kind of the next stage of blockchain, I would like to think. And it's got a lot of potential. H bar is definitely an S tier.
Next is another one I've never heard of. Unus said Leo token.
No, Leo token,
which is really so you guys are familiar with Bitfinex, which is a centralized exchange. iFinex is the company that owns Bitfinex. This is their, I don't know, if Coinbase had a token, this is what that is for Bitfinex. I don't care. I give it a D.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Nothing special, guys. Just
it's not an F. It's like, okay, great. You made your own little exchange token. Good for you. Yeah, that being said, we'll have another exchange token here in a minute. I think it's going to be a little higher than that. Litecoin, another.
Litecoin.
I'm sorry. Was Litecoin?
Litecoin is one of the OG cryptos, guys. For a long time, Litecoin was. I mean, it's still relevant. I mean, it's a layer one.
Yeah. What is it like? I don't know what it does. I know it's been around for a while.
To be honest, there's nothing like particularly wrong with the project. It's just not exciting to me. I'm thinking C.
Okay, I was gonna give it a B over a C just because longevity.
I'll be okay with putting it in B because it's not
for longevity.
By any means, it shouldn't be next to Doge. I don't think that's a good call.
I don't know. Toncoin. Yeah, so this was originally the Telegram token. Now they just decided to change it. Was the Open, not the Onion? Yeah, the Open Network instead of the Telegram Open Network. I don't know what it does other than it's linked to Telegram. If that means something to you, that's probably why you're buying it.
And honestly, I do not like Telegram. We've had nothing but bad experiences with Telegram. I haven't really heard a ton of really relevant or interesting news on this. I think this needs to be in D.
I know there are projects that use Telegram, but there's infinitely more scammers that use Telegram. So yeah, your token gets a D. I give it an F just because you're Telegram. I hate Telegram.
He's like, I want to give you an don't worry, guys. For all you ton maxis out there, I'll make sure that we'll keep it in D.
But we already did Shiba. Next at 23 is Uniswap.
Uniswap. Ooh.
This is you're big on Uniswap. Where are you gonna put it? I'll give you free reign on this one.
You're gonna give me free reign on Uniswap, guys. Uniswap performed last cycle, and we are really bullish on DeFi ecosystems. And with Ethereum doing so well, Uniswap's tried and true as the first DeFi platform on Ethereum. I think it deserves A tier. I mean, some of these exchanges are gonna make big moves again. They already have in the past, and they're down a lot from their all-time highs. So. I think Uniswap deserves an A tier for sure. It's one of the widest known exchanges.
I'll give it to you. Number 24, Polkadot.
I don't want to put it in B though. Almost. Right next to
Chainlink. It's like an A minus B plus.
I put it in B. It can't go next to Chainlink. It can't. It's gonna do moons. It's gonna moon. But
okay,
we're putting it in B.
Polkadot is next. Our little pink circle there.
Ugh.
Last cycle, I would have put Polkadot at an A. Now,
I would tend to agree.
A high C.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it C also. Polkadot's boring, honestly. Cardano's getting really all the attention. Same thing with Solana, and then you got Sui coming in. I think Polkadot's going to get lost
Got a
in the
lot of
noise.
projects moving off of Polkadot, even though it was a cheaper than ETH type thing, and served its purpose. I just think it's been surpassed.
Yeah,
That's a stable coin. And number 26 is Kronos. The speaking of tokens for an exchange, this is for the crypto.com exchange. Crow's done pretty well, and got some
Is it
liquid.
better than Uniswap? Is my question. Is it equal to Uniswap? Is it equal to Polkadot?
I think it could be, because I think crypto.com has, if you remember back in the last part of the bull run there, they were buying stadiums and making advertisements and having little umpire patches, and
they do have a coin. They have a card. They have a crypto card.
Yep. It's a prepaid Visa, and they do have some good staking, but the token itself, it's got to prove itself. I think C is fair.
Yep, I think C is good. I think we're gonna leave it there.
So BitGet is another centralized exchange. This is their token, just like Crypto.com has their token. I haven't seen it do anything. I don't know what it does, other than it's a.
And that's the thing, guys. There's a reason for that. We're pretty knowledgeable of a lot of these projects, and some of them just truly aren't really doing very much. They don't have a lot of utilities. So I would agree.
It's their in ecosystem. Like, it's very much like Crypto.com's token. I see Crypto.com doing more than BitGet. Although I think BitGet is one of the largest centralized exchanges. So I mean,
yeah, and again, there's so many exchanges. Like, you got Coinbase, and you got Gemini, which coming out with the new XRP card. Again, it's one of those projects I think is just going to get lost in the noise of what these other projects are doing.
Yeah, if you're an exchange token, and I had to look you up, be like, oh yeah, I forgot that you were an exchange. What we got next? Aave.
Ooh. New logo for Aave.
I know, right? I have friends that think Aave is a great play, a good program. It's a DeFi protocol that it allows people to lend to each other without, obviously that's what DeFi means. So I say give it a B, just because, DeFi is the future of money for people to lend and skip the banks.
I think I could put it in B. I would have said C, just because Aave didn't really move as we expected last cycle. It's still a good DeFi platform. I don't know.
Let's put it down. Let's put it down at C. I agree. Let's put it down at C. Other things have more name recognition.
Yeah, we can't put it next to Uniswap and Sui.
Yeah.
And Avalanche. Yeah.
That's fine. 29.
The chat will not be happy.
I know there's plenty of people that are loyal to Aave, and I know people that are, and I understand that it's a good project. It's just, I don't think it's as good as some of the others. 29 is Monero, the privacy token. I wish this token would take off, but I think at bet, like, if you convince me, you could maybe put it on B, but I think it's a C token.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
I hope it goes. I hope the concept takes off, but it's basically instead of how every transaction is traced or whatever. This is like, yes, the transaction is recorded, but it maximizes. The goal there is to maximize privacy on both ends. So I hope it does well.
Absolutely.
30 is a project that's I've never heard of. Ethena. Ethena. I guess it's played.
See, guys, this is one that I didn't know about either. We didn't even recognize the token at first.
I was like, what is that? Never heard of that. What is that trying to be? So I like the idea of it. It's new, but here's the thing. Basically, it's trying to be a stable coin that's backed by crypto, not a stable coin backed by a fiat currency. Love the concept. Here, there's Ethena is a synthetic dollar protocol built on Ethereum that will provide a crypto-native solution for money that's not reliant on traditional banking system infrastructure. So I love the idea. I don't know, like it's really new. Great idea. I think it's way better than She, but I can't put it up with the established projects, and it's got to be C.
All right, so Athena, I guess we'll put in. You want to put it in C?
Yeah, I think the concept is strong enough, and I mean it's way better than Shiba Inu and the other stuff we've got in D. So
Love it.
31 is Pepe. Pepe is a meme coin that has been successful. Where do you want it?
I don't know. I do want to put it next to Doge because I think Pepe's got more of a chance than Sheeb does. I would hate to put Pepe in D because it has done pretty well, but I don't want to put it up there with Uniswap and AVAX. I think C is a good place
That's
for
fair.
it.
Yeah, I
The Pepe
agree.
people will be happy.
It's better than Sheeb. The Pepe people probably still hate us. All right, so number 32 on market cap is Mantle, MNT. It's a little Death Star looking thing there. Another one that we had to look up. So this is it's a newer project. It looks like they're trying to blend TradFi and decentralized finance, trying to link them together for everybody. They've got their own kind of products. They have the Mantle network and a kind of what you would consider like a wrapped ETH protocol, except they call it Mantle ETH, and that's all cool except for the abbreviation is METH. And I think for that we may have to put them in the D column because that's just dumb marketing.
Well, so we're gonna put Meth token in for sure. And to be honest, guys, it's not as exciting. It doesn't, it didn't stick out to us. It didn't stand out. If there is something incredible, or groundbreaking updates from Mantle, or we're gonna call it Meth from now on, let us know.
Right. It's like, eh. All right, 34 is OKB. It's literally called OKB token. It's the one that looks like a black die with the number 5 on it. Yeah, there you go.
You guys, I didn't even know this one either.
The only reason this made it into the top 50 is this past week they basically burned 75% of their tokens. Great,
Ooh.
but what does it do?
It does.
I'm looking at it right here.
I think it does belong in D for doing basically nothing.
What?
But
So it's got its own cloud mining service. It's like it's the OK Blockchain Foundation's exchange. So it's a centralized exchange based out of Malta. And okay, yeah, I know. Next.
Yeah, it's
only up there because they burned 75% of their tokens, and people were like,
yeah,
"Ooh, they're burning tokens."
Yeah.
So
supply is not everything. Fundamentals are.
34 is ETH Classic. I just don't care. If you're a fork and you failed, I think you're an F.
Yeah, I would agree. I know a lot of people still use ETH Classic. Some people are, for whatever reason, ETH Classic maxis. But yeah, it's going.
I mean, hopefully it stays up for you. Hopefully you took your profits and rolled them into the real ETH. So whatever.
We did the same thing to Bitcoin Cash. Had to do it to ETH.
Yep. BitTensor, Tao. It's the white T looking thing.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Again, this is an older one. I do remember seeing it before, but it's open source protocol with decentralized blockchain-based machine learning. Okay, cool. So like an AI type play, but what's it doing? Like, is it actually moving? Is it actually developing stuff? I don't know. I gotta give it. It's not Shiba Inu. It's got to be a C, I guess, because it doesn't belong on the B tier, but it's not the D tier either. So.
No, totally.
I mean, AI plays are good.
A lot of them still have a lot to prove, guys. Just because they're in the top, 50 market cap doesn't mean they're necessarily doing a lot. They just have a lot of money invested in them.
Our next token is also an AI-based token. That's Near Protocol. The little green guy there. I've at least Near Protocol for me has more name and brand recognition than Tau token or BitTensor.
Yeah, and honestly, I wouldn't feel comfortable putting it with Doge and Monero and stuff. I think it belongs to probably B tier.
I think it can be B. It's been around a good decent while. It is trying to integrate like user-owned AI and the big boys. So trying to do some cross-chain stuff, trying to integrate between Web 2 and Web 3. Like I at least kind of understand what they're trying to do, and have heard their name mentioned for more than just the last month and a half.
Yeah, they definitely have potential. It's similar to kind of, I guess, Sui. They're doing stuff. I almost want to put Litecoin back down at C, but no, we already made our picks. We're sticking with them. Let's go. You guys can roast us in the comments later.
So our next token, number 37, is Aptos, the little wavy guy at the end there. And so it's a not a whole lot. I don't know a whole lot about it. I have heard of it, but I can't tell you what it does or who it's trying to replace or what problem it's trying to solve that other cryptos are not solving.
That's a great point. I think that's an important thing to highlight, because just because, you know, they're doing stuff doesn't mean they're doing something important. I think this is another D tier. I mean, it's just,
yeah, guys. If you're a big Aptos fan, tell us why it's. Tell me what it's doing. That's
honestly, no. I mean, it does have utility, so I do want to put it in C, but no. Again,
leave it there.
We're also thinking, are these projects going to be around in the next 10, 15 years? So, you know.
So up next, we've got Ondo Finance coming in at 38. Now,
this one's interesting, guys.
Big partnerships.
Yeah,
New,
so
though.
JC definitely loves this one because it's related to XRP.
They have. So Ondo Finance is doing some tokenization of real world assets, particularly financial assets. They have dropped, or I don't remember what their specific token is, but they've got a U.S. Treasury backed token that's launched on the Ripple or the XRP ledger. So, but they are a new project. So where do you think it goes?
Yeah, honestly, I think they go in B. I mean, I want to put them in A because we do love ourselves some DeFi stuff. But you know, its partnership with Ripple's huge, so I don't think that could be understated. And you know, I think it belongs to Uniswap for sure. I think that's a good.
I think it has potential to move up to A, but it needs some time. I think that's fair. 39, we've got Arbitrum. Big mover in the last bull market, but kind of fell off and haven't heard a lot from them in the last couple of years. Arbitrum is an ETH layer 2 that was super fast, super scalable, using roll-ups. I mean, you can use the token for a lot of stuff. I know they've used it across governance chains. They've got a DAO set up.
The reason I want to put it in C is because you have a lot of Ethereum layer 2s, and Polygon's kind of one that gets the most attention. And I'm not even bullish on Polygon. Like I think it's C tier. But what do you think, JC?
I as much as it does, I don't know that it does anything really well, or better than another ETH layer 2, and definitely not like, just ETH is getting cheaper. Why do we need layer 2s? I'm gonna get roasted for that. But that's C is fine. I don't think it's a D tier. C is fine.
All right, we'll give it C. C seems fair.
So up next, number 41, that was kind of controversial on somebody else's list, and I think he probably should have gotten roasted for it. Number 40 is Internet Computer Protocol, ICP.
Guys, this was an F tier on the last list that we saw, and I definitely do not think it belongs in F tier. I mean, it's essentially the Internet 3.0 token. It's going to be building dApps on the blockchain, and there's a lot of interesting stuff going on with the token for governance. I think ICP at least deserves to be in B tier. I mean, they are doing quite a bit of stuff, and it's a very interesting project.
I think they're a good solid B. I think they could easily fall to a C if they don't do anything this bull run and get some stuff moving and working. But for now, I think they're a solid B. I think that's a good call. What we got next? We got Pi.
The C tier is really stacking up right now. Just a lot of mid.
Yeah, there's a lot of mid because a lot of things are mid. Let's look at number 40, Pi Protocol. I missed Pi. It's not one I'm interested in, but I don't hate it. Reptar, what do you think?
Yeah, you know what's interesting is I've been mining Pi for a while, and it has done very well. If you guys don't know, it's a coin you can mine right on your cell phone or any other device that you have. It's got an interesting premise behind it, but again, the token's done really well, but I don't think it belongs up here with like Sui and Avalanche and stuff.
Yeah,
I think it's
what does it do? Other than being a token you can mine with your phone, what does it do?
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, there are some interesting things about what Pi's doing and its algorithm. We won't bore you guys with the details in this video, but Pi is not a nothing project, but it's also not
Yeah, it's not a D, but that's a rhetorical question. What does it do? Like, what does it do? Okay, all right. Moving on, 42, Polygon, formerly known as Matic.
F.
Really?
I don't like layer twos either, guys. Polygon is tried and true though. I don't really know if it belongs in A
No,
though.
it's not an A.
I don't think it does. I want
Yeah,
to give it, but
yeah, and it's just because it lost so much steam in this bear market, like projects bailing on Polygon to move either back to ETH or over to SWI or even going to like Avalanche or Solana or like just they lost a lot of steam. They tried to be an NFT token and the NFTs either went to Solana or Ethereum and just yeah, I don't if you're feeling
I think
generous, give it a B, otherwise I give it a C.
yeah, I gotta give it C. I think I don't own any Polygon. I'm not really excited about the project, but again, which these lists are always controversial, guys. So
Yep.
let us know if you disagree, please. We'd
Yep,
love to hear
definitely. 44 is Kaspa. And
it.
let me just
Ooh,
say, I was annoyed when I first learned of Kaspa because everyone was hyping up Kaspa, 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 Kaspa. But at the same time, there's another token called Casper that was also getting some good hype, and I could never figure out the difference. So I never got into either one of them. So Reptar helped me
you,
out.
you know, Caspa's interesting because the best way I can explain it to new people is it's kind of taking the best of both worlds from Ethereum and Bitcoin. And it's its own layer one. It's doing a lot of interesting things. A lot of blockchains move in single chains. Obviously, Caspa has this kind of crisscross chain algorithm that it uses. It's got a lot of interesting stuff with it. It's a newer project that we still are doing some research on, but what I have learned about it, I really do think this is a project that we could see do some big things. I think it belongs with ICP up in B tier, but I could be convinced to maybe move it down to C just because a lot of people don't know about it. But I think I'm comfortable putting it in B.
Another one that's been around for a minute is number 45 at Algorand.
Ooh, this one of our team members is very bullish
Yep.
on.
Shout out to our Canadian friend.
It's another ISO 20022 token, which
Right?
makes me a little bit more bullish on it, but I think it's probably the least exciting of all of them.
Yeah, I like just the ISO status makes me want to put it above a C.
Yeah, I think it deserves to be in B. I don't think it's up there with some of our A tier projects. It could do. I
Yeah,
think it could
I'm
move
trying to look
more.
for a reason over here for it, and I just B. I think it's a good B.
I think a lot of the projects, even in B, might see bigger moves than projects in tier
Oh,
A and tier S.
definitely.
But again, they're just not as established and proven yet. So I do think it belongs in B.
All right, so next up at 48, one that's been around for a while. In fact, all the way back in 2017, VeChain.
Ooh. See, this one I really like. It gets a lot of heat sometimes because again, it's one of those projects that people might put in C or D because they don't feel like it's doing anything. VeChain is for the Asian markets, but it's also handling supply chain management. They've used its algorithm to do things like clean thousands of tons of garbage out of the ocean by using its tracking algorithm. It's doing things. The price is down a lot. It hasn't gotten a lot of attention lately. I do think it should probably be in B or C, but it's a project that I still own and I'm still bullish on. I think it could go in B, but realistically, it probably does belong in C.
And see, I was thinking, I don't know of another project that deals with the supply chain issue and that type of algorithm and tracking on blockchain. I don't know of another one.
And I know Hedera and some of the ISOs are doing that. I think it could go in B. I like VeChain,
Okay.
but
I,
some
I
people
would
might
have given you an A if you said it was that good.
hate it. I don't think it's
47.
up there with Chainlink and Cardano yet,
Fair.
unfortunately. But
47 is Cosmos. Adam.
Cosmos.
It's yeah, it's another one. Been around since oh wow. Sorry. 2014 was the idea, launched in 2016. So, been around for quite a little bit, but it's another one of those when you read about it, you just get a lot of corporate speak
It's a lot of meh,
And
guys. I mean,
I
again,
don't know. It's an inter blockchain communication protocol. Okay, we need those.
I feel bad putting it down in D.
Yeah,
I don't think it's that low, but I do think C is probably fair.
yeah. And if you can explain to me why Cosmos should be a B or an A, cool. Please do so, because all right, getting down to the nitty gritty here, the last little bit. Gate tokens. Anybody even know what Gate token is? Because I had to look it up. It's another public blockchain token, but it is about digital asset transferring. So we will see. I think it's its own blockchain, but I think maybe they're looking to get into the tokenization type thing, where NFTs evolve. They're not just digital monkeys or random pixels, but they represent a real world item as a non fungible token. And I think blockchains that can move those quickly, easily, and securely will do well. But this one hasn't, like Gate token hasn't been out long enough, I think, to know where it's going to go.
We could put it in D. I
Okay.
mean, it's
Sorry.
interesting. I mean, C
Sorry, Gate
maybe,
token.
but I don't know. Again, guys, this is one of the few projects we don't really know a ton about. Most of these on this list, we have some fair understanding of what these projects do, but Gate, we're just very undecided about. I mean, yeah, I'll put it in C just because of its potential, but I don't really see it.
It at least has some use case. It's not
Yeah.
just a flat meme coin like Shiba Inu. All right. Hey, good news. Down to the last three here. Number 49 in the top 50 by market cap is Pingu. Lovable little
Pingu.
penguin. It's a token based on an NFT. It's a meme
Again,
token,
guys,
I guess.
meme token. Yeah. But it is one of the most successful meme tokens. Again, just because we rank these a little bit lower doesn't mean that they couldn't absolutely moon. But as far as like long-term fundamentals and just the idea of meme tokens in general, they got to be somewhere in B or C. I'm thinking C is good. I think it belongs kind of next.
C's okay. It's done well. It's I think it's in the Pepe League and not in the Shiba Inu League. I think that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, number 50, and it literally just moved up from 51 to 50, is the render token.
Yeah, guys, render.
I know where I think this belongs.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm thinking A tier for render. Spoiler alert. It's really doing a lot with things like AI. It's renting out processing power on the blockchain. We've talked a lot about render on the channel. The governing council and the investors involved with render are almost as exciting as the ones involved in HBAR.
Absolutely.
I think render's an easy 10x, and I think they're going to be around for a long time. Plus, they're backing easy A tier pick for us.
Oh yeah, partnered up with NVIDIA and huge partnerships. And we just threw this one in for fun. It's actually number 54 by market cap. The official Trump token.
This is gonna be the make or break pick. This is the one that's gonna decide everything.
First off, it's a meme token.
Yeah.
And second off, it ran all the way up to what, 30, 35 bucks. And if you were an insider, you made millions of dollars. And so I say F the Trump token.
Woo! F on the Trump token. If you hate us in the chat, let us know. I was going to give it probably a D next to Shiba. I think it's going to see a quick hype launch, and then I don't really think we're going to see much.
Long term, I think it doesn't exist. It'll be off.
I don't think the president should be able to make a meme token, but
you'd argue that he wasn't the president at the time, and he was just doing fundraising, and I don't really care. It will in 10 years or 20 years, when 95, 99% of all crypto tokens have disappeared, and only the ones that stand, like we just have Google, we don't have Netscape and AOL. AOL just closed. So I mean, it's like Trump token will not be here. That's why I give it an F.
I like to agree with that. So yeah, guys, that was our list. Definitely let us know if you disagree with any of our picks in the comments. I really think if you stick with S, A, and B tier projects for this next cycle, I think you're going to do very, very well. Some of these C projects are, you know, a little bit riskier, might have some higher gain potential.
Yeah, risk reward is going to be good, I think, in the BC tier. I think the D tier, you get into a lot of risk. And yeah, there could be a lot of reward, but there's a whole lot of risk because, I don't know, maybe some of these D tiers will actually grow into something and replace something or do something better than one of the tokens that's higher than it is. We'll see.
Absolutely. Well, guys, let us know how we did. If you disagree or, you know, just want to rage in the comments, please feel free to leave where you think your favorite project should have been. And let us know if you want us to see a video. You want to see a video in the future of us kind of further breaking down some of these projects and really kind of doing some explainers on.
Yeah, or if you want to see us break down the tiers based on which ones we think are going to have the highest multiplier versus, you know, longevity and strongest projects. Don't leave us a comment that says, "Hey, great idea. I have a random question. Here's my seed phrase for this." Yeah, shut up. We hate you.
Well, guys, thanks for hanging with us to the end. We'll definitely break down some more of these projects in future videos. And, you know, please remember to subscribe and like the video. It helps us more than you know. And we will see you guys for the morning show.
Thanks, everybody.